things she said. What she said is an activity done during long vacation. But anyways, from the word summer, you know the time it is held. And then it's a time to attract new parents. And that's one thing I want to emphasize. This means that if your school is not doing the right thing, if your school is not doing well, there's another summer lesson that will collect your students. If your teacher, your children are not improving, and you're not working on that, before you know it, you begin to lose those children to another school. So it's a wake up call for all of us here to work on our students. Thank you very much, ma, for that. As we move further, we're going to be looking at just a minute. We're going to be looking at even if we want to bring parents, want to bring other external parents to our schools, how can really we actually bring them? How can we actually entice our parents to allow their kids to come? Parents that we have in our own schools, like some of us say that some parents are not even willing to release their children. How can we entice them to agree? Because when they come, more money for us. That's the truth. I want to impart lives. I want to make money. Even external parents as well. How can you, shall I say, market your school to parents outside so that they will come to your school? Remember that those parents already have their children in that place. And I believe that even with this thing, with the previous speech by Mr. Duye, there's already an answer there. But taking us on this one will be Mrs. Beckley, our able admin and convener. She also was the commissioner for the former. She was the assistant to the commissioner of Lagos State. You're welcome, ma. Please let me stop talking. Over to you, Mrs. Beckley.
Okay, I say a beautiful evening to everyone listening to me this evening. Please don't mind my voice. I think I have a little cold. But
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
sure.
ma. I was
Yeah,
I will send a drink. I will send a drink to you now.
thank you very much,
Uh,
Mr. Obi.
yes, go ahead,
I
ma.
want to say hello to everyone listening to me. Can you hear me very well, Mr. Obi? Is it coming out
Yes,
very
ma. I
well?
can hear you clearly. Yes, ma. I can hear you. Miss, sorry, ma. Just hold on,
Okay.
ma. Mr. Adebanke, don't worry. You want to speak? I've seen it. So let's
Okay.
Mrs. Beckley just round off. Then you will speak. Just keep your hands up. That's good. Thank you, ma. Please go ahead, ma.
Okay. I say I want to say a wonderful and beautiful evening to every person listening to me this evening. I say hello to my
Yes, ma.
honorable colleagues, the anchorman, Mr. Obi, and every other person listening. Going straight to the
Mm.
question, my honorable colleague has explained to us the meaning of the summer coaching, which he has explained to us very well, beautifully. I just want to add something little to that we can equally call it an extra effort made by schools to make sure that the children remain on track. So the question, somebody said something now that it was not too encouraging what she has been experiencing in her school due to the
Mm.
economic hardship and so many other reasons. But despite that, what I'm going to say now is going to help the person and every other person listening to me, even though we have so many problems ongoing in Nigeria because of the economic hardship. But if we can strictly follow few points that I'm going to make this evening, I'm very sure by next week or even the week that is beginning tomorrow, we can use it to make sure that our children
Oh, hello, Mrs. Beckley. Your network must work good. Okay, Mrs. Beckley, we are still waiting. It's like your network has stripped off. Is it from my end? Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Let me know whether it's from me.
Yes, we can hear
Mrs.
you. I think she muted
Okay.
herself.
Oh, she did? No, she didn't. She didn't. Okay. Okay, ma, unmute yourself, ma. Mrs. Beckley, unmute yourself. There was somebody that wanted to talk. Okay. Ma, unmute yourself, ma, Mrs. Beckley. Okay, but while she's coming back to take us out, let us hear from Mrs. Mrs. Igalo, please. Let's hear from you again. I'm saying there was another person who's gone. Okay, I'm seeing you now. Okay, just hold on. All right, Mr. Adebanke, are you ready to speak to us now? Please tell us, you were raising your hand before. Please go ahead, go ahead. Let's not stay too long. Tomorrow is a very busy day for all of us. So please, if you have raised your hand and I've called upon you, please do well to. Okay. Then let me go back to any of you can speak now, please. Your mic has been unmuted. You know, this is not just a roundtable discussion where you have the priest speaking and everybody. Oh, we are all learning. We are all here to discuss on this issue while we submit our ideas. So please don't just keep some of the things to yourself. Say something. You've raised your hand, please. Can you say something to us? Okay. Okay, I will let your mic remain on. We need to learn how to use this what do you call it? This icon. Anyways, I'm going to go to the next while Mrs. Beckley comes back very shortly. Mrs. Beckley, if you are back, please unmute yourself and tell us.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll move.
Can you hear me
Please
now,
go ahead.
Daniel?
Yes, we can. You can hear you, ma'am.
Okay,
Go ahead,
the
ma'am. Yes, we
network
can hear
is
you.
very, very serious, but I pray that the Almighty God will help us. So let me quickly go
Yes.
over my points. I said the first
Yes,
thing
ma'am.
to do is to let our parents know the importance of the summer coaching. You have to let your
Okay.
parents know that summer coaching is an avenue for their children not to lose track and become lukewarm academically. You see,
Yes, ma'am.
you have to let them know that. Many parents do not know that. They believe that summer coaching is just meant for their children not to disturb them at home. You know, going on the
Yes.
internet, on the Facebook and other media rather, I've been seeing parents saying that when we school resume, when we school resume, let my children go back
Yes.
to school. He or she is disturbing me.
Yes.
So they see the summer coaching, they don't see the importance of summer coaching. It is our job as school owners to let the parents know the importance that, okay, this is an avenue for your children not to lose track and become lukewarm academically, because there is a tendency for these children to be swayed and relax too much due to the essence of entertainment. You know, even though these things say that all works are no play make Jack a dull boy, sure, but since they have spent a whole lot of time during the school hours, parents believe that it's not important for their children again to go to school. You know, they have to relax at home, they have to be watching cartoons, they have to be watching television, they have to be doing this and that. But you as a school owner, you have to see it as a serious business. You have to go, if it is possible for you to come, to call your parents one on one. You place it on your WhatsApp group, you place it on your school WhatsApp group, you send your teachers out, you talk to them. You know, it's it's a very serious business. Let them know that if your son or daughter does not come to the summer coaching, there is a tendency for him or her to be swayed. If he or she relaxes too much due to excess entertainment, it can affect the child. You can even give them the example. I remember I was telling my colleagues about 2 or 3 days back that there was a particular child in my school in the nursery class. By the time he went for the long time holiday and he came back, he couldn't even recite the ABC again. This was a boy that has been doing wonderfully well, got a good percentage. Okay, the teacher now said, "Come, Peter, come and recite the ABC." He couldn't even remember that A is for apple. You know, it was a very long holiday. Are you still listening to me there? Am I communicating?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. You couldn't remember A for apple again. So you have to be able to let them know. You have to convince them that the little time they will spend during the lesson will not affect them. It will not affect them negatively but positively. You have to convince them that holiday coaching provides more time for attention, since there are not too much subject line up unlike school days. Are you listening to me now? You know, during the school time,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
many subjects are lined up, 40 minutes, maybe 40 minutes or 45 minutes for a subject, and not much time to waste on any subject because you have to cover everything. But during the summer coaching, you can have extra time for some children who didn't do excellently well. They can attend to them personally. I want to give another example of that. There was a particular boy in my basic 4, Gabriel by name. He was the only person that failed in the class. I know in my own school, we don't give marks unnecessarily. Your child has 39%, I will give you 39%. So the boy was to go to basic 5, he scored 38%, and I didn't promote him. The parent, they came to me telling me, Mrs. Beckley, why Nigeria is so tough? Have you forgotten the money we spend doing it? Okay, let that boy come to the holiday coaching. I'm going to assign a teacher personally to him that we teach him that basic first subject maybe under 1 week. You will have to resit the exam again. Oh, very happily the man said yes, 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 let's do that, let's do that. When the boy was coming, he brought about 3 other children, and as I'm talking to you, we are still testing the boy. We started last week. If he passes that exam again, I'm ready to take him to that basic 5. So that's one that a holiday coaching can do. You can do that. You can convince the parents, telling them, giving them examples. If your child is not that too good, bring him over. You are going to have more attention, give him more attention. Again, you have to inform them about the benefit of learning new things. You know, when I was discussing with my colleagues, when we were having a meeting before this meeting, we were making so many beautiful suggestions. What other beautiful thing we can do during the holiday coaching? And I'm sure one of our members, Mrs. Babalola, is going to tell us more about that. But let them know, inform them about the benefit of learning new things, like dancing. They may even ask you, say my child is coming to school to dance. Tell them more about computer training. Tell them.
Okay, ma.
You too, you might have drawn your timetable. You might have looked for beautiful things that you are going to teach them to convince the parents that you are actually serious about what you are saying. You know, to convince parents is not just by mere word of mouth. You have to show confidence. You have to be able to tell them all everything you have learned up for these children to gain during this holiday training.
Yes,
So far, so good. During the first week of my holiday coaching, it was very discouraging, like my sister rightly said. But because I've lined up this beautiful step by step, I just visited some of them even by myself. You can imagine. Don't say because I'm a school owner, I can't visit my parents. Why? Who says you can't do that? Especially the ones that are being the good financier of the school. They pay right in time. Their children, they are forthcoming. You can visit them personally. Hello, Mrs. Lagbaja, I've just come to say hello. Remember to make sure that my children are coming for the holiday lesson, because we have new things lined up for them. They are going to learn more about computer training. We are going to be even we shall be teaching them about how to dance. She will ask you what kind of dancing. Do you want my child to become a professional dancer? No, 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 no. You have to. It's an exercise, for their brain to relax more. We are going to do this. You can even tell them you want to do this cultural art CCA. You want to teach them how to make beats. With the little time we have during the lesson, we are going to pay more attention to them. By the time you do all these things, I'm sure you can convince your parents and they will want to come. Let them know that it is very important for them to come.
Okay.
Let them know that when they come to the holiday lesson, are you still listening to me? Am I still communicating?
Yes, ma.
Is
Yes,
the
ma.
network still okay?
Yes, ma. But don't
Yes.
forget that you're going to tell us how the
Yes, I
parents,
want to make this.
how to entice the
Yes.
parents.
I,
Okay, ma.
all those things, what I've been saying have to do with internal. Yes, because we have internal and external.
Okay.
All these things I've been talking about has to do with our parents that are already with us. Do you understand what I'm saying now?
Yes, ma.
They're already in your school. Yes, they're already in your school. They must come by fire, by force. You can't put rope on their necks and force them to come. You can just follow the few things that I've said. And more importantly, the last point I'm going to make under that, let them know that whenever they come to holiday coaching, we strictly follow the syllabus, the next session syllabus, starting from the first time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let the parent know that, like today, I was talking to a particular parent today. I said, I haven't seen your children. He said, I just want them to relax. They have gone to see their grandmother not too nearby. I said, why are they not coming? Don't you know that we are going to follow the syllabus? They are now in GSS1. By the time they finish this holiday coaching, and when they resume for the first time, they are going to be better than the other children that didn't come to the lesson. He said, yes. by tomorrow, this evening, today, I'm going to bring them back. They must attend the lesson. You see, that's another good idea. Let them know that, and that is what I do in Berkeley Academy. It's not that I'm deceiving the woman. We follow strictly the first time, I mean the next session timetable, so that the children that come to for the summer coaching, they must have gained a lot, apart from those that didn't come. So talking about external now, external are the people, they haven't come to your school before. Yes, you know what, I want to teach what I did in Berkeley Academy. We always target new people that just move to our school environment. During this summer lesson, coaching rather, I normally send my teachers out. Okay, you cover this area, you cover this area. You see my teacher coming back to tell me that we have met with Miss so and so, they just moved to this area. So since they have moved to this area, we are targeting them. We have told them to come to a holiday coaching, because of when I started Berkeley Academy, I started this school, I remember August 8th, I think about 2014 or thereabout, that we started Berkeley Academy. I started with holiday coaching free. I repeat, if you are here, you are listening to me, you want to start your own school, don't say because Nigeria is so tough, although what works for Mrs. A may not work for Mrs. B, but because this one has been tested and I know that it worked for me, and I said, okay, free for holiday coaching for everybody. Different kind of children came. That kind of children came. I was well prepared, ready to spend money, Thank God I have the support of my husband. I said, Daddy, we are going to spend money. We are not looking for any gains now. We are mobilizing. We want to see. So I brought them in. I was even overwhelmed. I was expecting maybe about 100 children. Could you believe that I have about 187 children? Thank God I have classrooms to contain them class by class. I was overwhelmed. I said, yes, this is serious. A new school just coming down, and people just rush to it because of the technique. We are targeting the people moving to the new area, which I have started now. The new people that just came to our area now, I think we have been able to bring about 7 of them to school just between Monday and Friday. You can do that. Go and target them. They have seen your school, they are looking for new schools for their children, they know you are there. So how do you go about it? They will go to different schools that surround you go there first, go and advertise to them, send your teacher out. I pray you have good teacher. Thank God I'm blessed with good teachers. If I say, okay, you go this way, you go that way, they will go and they will come back and give me, we call that propagation. Propagation means extension. When you want to extend, you are propagating yourself, you are telling them, inviting them to the holiday coaching. I did it and it worked. If you can afford it, make it free. For me to make it free, I can't tell you lies. I paid all the teachers, even though we have not started the school already. We are looking forward to starting the school. I was ready. I paid them. I paid the teachers that joined me. I remember that time we had maybe about 12 teachers just to start with, and we were able to do wonderfully well. So I can tell you that there are so many benefit advantages, like Ms. Ubuyi has at least said, in holiday coaching. If you can try this, please, and I'm sure you are going to have a turnaround. By Monday, the Friday that just ended, the holiday, my summer coaching has improved because of all these things that are put into action. So let me stop here and leave the floor for other people to talk. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma. Thank you very much, ma. Thank you for the contribution and what you said regarding how to entice our parents. The emphasis here is to educate the parents that you're going to be doing something that you will begin in the following term, being that if they don't attend, other children will be a step ahead. Some parents also they don't like their children to be backward. They like their children to go forward. So imagine telling a parent that, well, if your child doesn't attend, these other children will have gone ahead, and there's a way you go about it. Marketing strategy is very, very important. Thank you very much. So the emphasis you said is to entice the parents with what you have to offer. Tell them the extras, tell them the things that you're going to do that will make them feel like, if I miss this thing, if my child miss this thing, we may not get the opportunity again. Thank you very much. That's still telling us that we should up our game in the schools that we have. so that we give the best, because it's the best that will sell. All right, thank you very much, man. Let's move. Somebody, please, if I want to hear from the audience. I want to hear. It has been just a linear discussion. Let's spread the discussion a little bit. Can I ask you, if you are coming here and you're just listening, even if you want to say, okay, I've gained this, I've gained that. What if I tell you there's a gift if you answer? I'm just joking. If I ask you and you come and hold my shirt, so where is the gift? All right, so I'm going to be asking any of us, does somebody want to speak? TK3, TK3. I'm going to be calling you now. Tell us something that you've learned so far before we go to the next stage. We have some minutes left. The father is online doesn't mean staying too long. Please, if you have something to say, please raise your hand. Some of persons raise their hand, and I don't know why you are not talking again. Please, TK3, TK3. Don't just switch on your phone and be away from it. We want to hear from you. Can you say something? Even if it's a question, even if it's contribution. Okay. Okay. All right. So let me move to the next one. But please, I'm not happy that at least one person should say something. You know, when you are teaching, as we are teachers in school, they say it's two-way thing. It's learner centered, and this in this case is audience, and all of us are guest centered. But let me just, since while we are getting to talk, the next thing that we're going to be looking at is a very simple something. Not very simple, but very significant. The word simple is not appropriate there. It is ideas that moves schools, that moves businesses. Now, the previous speakers have spoken about how we can move our school forward, how we can bring in persons. Now we are entering the section of a tool for rugged advancement. It is this thing that when they are applied, our school achieve advancement. The honorable that will be taking this section, Her Excellency, Mrs. Babalola will be speaking on this, and she'll be telling us the extra ideas we can add in our summer lesson. Before she comes up, I want to tell us that these persons that we have here are distinguished personalities. Peradventure, you are starting your own school and you need guidance on it. There are some mistakes that we are going to make, but a little word of counsel will have avoided them. So the fact that you are here, forget, it's not just only about this. There are certain other areas in your school that maybe you need guidance, you need counseling, you need this or that. Please reach out to these three personalities. Let them help you. And if your case is technical and they give you a chance, please, I beg you, comply. But they didn't tell me to say this, so I'm the only one saying it personally because I know what they carry. So don't take that problem and let it go like that. At least if you don't want to talk in public, give them a private chat. All right, over to our Mrs. Babalola. Please, over to you now. Extra ideas on how we can advance our school. Thank you, ma'am. Please go ahead. Mrs. Babalola, please, you are on. Your mic is on. Just unmute yourself. It's your time. Let's get from the wealth of wisdom that you possess, please. And if you want to speak, please say something. Say something. Mrs. Babalola, can you hear me?
Good evening, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
good evening.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. We are listening to you.
Welcome on
Good
board.
evening. Dear honored colleagues, standing on the existing protocol, I want to welcome all of us and we appreciate you coming for this roundtable discussion. And I know the Lord Almighty will help us in Jesus' name. So,
Yes, amen.
my assignment is to speak on what are other things that we could add, other extra ideas that we could add into our summer lesson to make it interesting to the parents and the children. And I will start from this. Number one, I appreciate the definition of summer lessons that these previous speakers have spoken on. However, I want to say that when it comes to summer lesson, it should be more of new things or things that we want to use to enhance, some of the things that the children have not fully learned or they did not understand in the course of the session. For instance, handwriting. Sometimes when I move around, maybe in my church, the different children department, or even in my neighborhood, just checking on some of the children's friends' handwriting. Sometimes I'm almost close to tears. Why? Because the children are not writing very well. Their handwriting are very, very bad. So this is an opportunity for us. It's a time that we could set out to be able to teach these children in depth how to write, how to join their letters. And I'm sure we all know that in this era that we are now, there is no knowledge that is wasted. You know how to dance and dance well, you'll be making money. You know how to speak and speak well, you'll be making money. You know how to write and write well, you'll be making money. So it is very, very important for us to teach these children how to write, and knowing fully well that even when they do not write well, they can fail, no matter how intelligent the child may be, because the handwriting will not be legible enough to the examiner. That's number one. So let's work on their handwriting during this summer. The challenging children, I use the word challenging. There are some children that we have battled with, all through the session. And so this teacher that takes maybe teaching social studies, or the one that takes Bible knowledge and all of that, or the math teacher, the English teacher, let's make an arrangement and do one-on-one teaching to such children, and their parents will be glad, so that they can have a shift before the resumption from where they ended the term. This one that I want to talk about now is farming. During summer, it is very important for us, even as a school owner, no matter how small your school premises is, try to get a little corner in your school premises where you can do farming. You can imagine a secondary school child asking the father, do we pluck yam from the tree? Hello? Are you with me?
That's a funny question.
Hello? Hello?
You,
Yes,
we
ma,
are
we are
with
with you,
you.
ma.
We can
We
hear
are with
you,
you, ma.
even though the network
Oh,
is problem, we can
okay.
still hear you.
We are
Okay,
hearing you,
so
ma.
okay, sir. So you can imagine even if the child has not been taught in class. I mean, look at that. How can a child in the secondary school be asking whether they can pluck, yams are to be plucked from the trees? So is it that they have not taught them root plants or what? So these are some of the things that the children will be close to during summer. Let them know about farming. Let them know that the vegetables the children their mom cooks at home, this is how it is grown. Also, you can also do public speaking. Bringing somebody to come and teach the children public speaking. It's very, very important. Sometimes children want to make presentations even in the church, but how do they go about it? And these are areas that are different from just writing and reading in the classrooms. These are extra knowledge that could fetch the children in the future. How about learning how to walk? Good walking steps. This also brings money. I will quote the example of a young girl that was seen in Lagos some years back. Some of us know the story. Maybe it's a DJ. I can't even remember the name now. The girl was selling bread, but somehow one of these artists ran into her, you know, made up for her, and now the girl is in money because they discovered the talent about her. So let's try as much as possible to bring out the talents in these children during this time. Let's teach them how to walk. Some of them do not know how to walk. No good steppings. As much as possible, it may look integral, but I tell you, it is very, very important. How about sewing and cooking competition? During the school session, sometimes we cook and all of that, but allow the them to compete during summer. Primary 4 versus primary 3, GS1 versus primary 5, and so on and so forth. And this will enhance their cooking skill or their sewing skill. Schools where they have buttons on their shirts or blouses, you see that some of them are falling off. And when you tell the parents, oh, lonja, but when these children are taught how to tack buttons, how to hem their clothes, they'll be glad. In fact, in the school where I retired from, we taught them how to cut round neck, buba neck, and quite a number of them from primary 3 to 5, they were able to do the cutting. These and so many other things are things that when children know about it, the parents will be glad, and they would want to bring their children to your school. Let's not be static in the classroom during summer. It's not going to help. It's a time where they can learn other outdoor activities. How about, if you're on the internet, you will see that a lot of parents, even overseas, they are looking for Yoruba teacher. A teacher that teaches Yoruba, that can come and teach their children Yoruba, even if it's online 2 times a week, and it's real money. Even home lesson in Nigeria, Yoruba teacher, because we have lost our culture, we have lost our tribe, and we are coming back to it now. The understanding is coming back to a lot of parents. So let's go into our law. It's not about just telling them the Yoruba stories alone, but the wisdom that comes out of it. Okay, I'll give another example. A child, the mother was going out, and he says you want to eat. So the mother said, okay, take stew and eat. Toba we jegobo ẹran tó wà nínú pot. So if you like, finish all the meat in the pot. And the child finished the meat in the pot. Hello, are you here?
Yes,
We are listening, man. We are listening.
Okay, just because the woman spoke in Proverbs, but the child did not understand it. She assumed that the mother wanted her to eat. She's free to eat the meat. Meaning, but what the mother is trying to say is that take that one, no, be careful not to take more than one. So we need to teach our children some culture. During the session, we have taught them, we danced, Yoruba culture, we, all the dresses and all of that. But we need to go in depth during summer. Let them play tente. Yes. How many of our children know how to play those games that you were playing in those days? How many of them? There are games that we teach them how to spell. This is the time they should go into it.
Yes.
So, our teaching of mathematics and English, quantitative and verbal, could be limited to once or twice in a week during summer. Let them be more exposed. How about music? Children that want to learn more about music, that want to learn the skills in maybe the keyboard or the drum set and all of that. We could also delve into it during summer. We did it. Everything I'm saying here, we did it, and it brought us money. It brought us more money than the usual. And it brought us more children because we already did it in our summer. And everything we said we are going to do, including the public speaking and the catwalking, we did. We brought in people that taught them, and the children, the parents were very happy, and we got our money anyway, and the number increased. How about hair making?
Yes.
It doesn't take time to teach hair. Nobody taught me how to make hair. A lot of these children are very intelligent. Within this 1 month, you can teach them how to do DD. They will do it, and their parents will be glad. There's no child that will come back, oh, mommy, let me make your hair. The parents will not be happy. How about debate? Sometimes our children go out, not because they do not have the points. We have taught them, but how do they go about it? These are the times when we go in depth to teach the children all of this. And How about building blocks? This increases the intelligence of children. And when you give them activities like this, especially all these outdoor activities, it teaches them, you know, good morale. It teaches them how to relate. They're able to relate well. Like
Yes.
in France, let me quickly, I will be rounding off, sir. In France, you know, the children, they use this round table to teach them. They believe that they will learn more relationship. They will have better relationship than the single chairs. And when they have their activities, you know, this group, they mix up. This group, these ones that did this one yesterday, they did it better. Another group who did another exercise will take up that other group, and this group will teach this new set, taking up the other exercise that were taken by the other set yesterday. It helps relationship. Outdoor activities is very important. So please, I want to challenge us, especially the challenging pupils that the parents have come to you to come and complain about. Get teachers that are specialists in those areas, and let them teach these children for free during this session. I did it and it worked. Don't let them collect money. This child has been in your school first year, second year, third year, and you still having challenges, and yet during summer you are still collecting money. These are some of the things that will help you. Try as much as possible as a school owner. Ensure that you add value. Work on adding value. Don't be so much interested in getting their money. If they see that you are interested in adding value to their children, you will get any amount you want to get from them. So I think I have not exceeded my time.
All right. Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. We've gotten.
All right.
Yes,
Thank
ma.
you so
Thank you, ma.
much.
Ah,
I pray
yes,
with
ma.
this little that I've mentioned, just to mention but a few, you can as well even bring in a career talk person.
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma. You've said a good job. Thank you very much, ma, for your contribution. Now, Mrs. Babalona has said quite a lot of things. They made mention of working on their hair, working on their walking step, ability to make hair, not on their hair, even relationships, working on the challenging pupils. You know, we may not necessarily do the playing down of academics. And something, I have a question. I think that question is now going to the last thing that we're going to be talking about. And I'm going to, before Ms. Babala will look into that, Ms. Uguye, I would like you to talk on that. Because you made mention of not collecting money from parents who have been with us and there have been no improvement. Now, if we don't have money, if we don't collect money, she also gave a good point, saying that once we are able to have plenty money, solve problems, not plenty money. When you're able to solve problems, money will come to you, which is very, very correct. But my question is, how can you encourage your teachers to be very active in summer lesson? How can you encourage your teachers to be very active in summer lesson, so that they can always be around? Thank you very much, ma'am. Let me start that with Sikuyi, then Ms. Balola will take care of.
Thank you very much,
Okay,
Mr.
go
Obi.
ahead, go ahead.
And I want to.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am.
Can I go ahead?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Okay, let Ms. Bawola say on that. Speak on that since the network is. Ms. Bawola, speak on that, then Ms. Oguye will round that up.
Okay.
Since the network is. Yes, ma'am. Ms. Bawola.
The network problem is too much.
Yes, ma'am.
Can
So,
all
Ms.
right.
Bawola,
Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Obi.
Okay.
The network is somehow bad.
Come on now. Why network? What
All right, thank
application
you,
has
Mr.
been?
Obi. So that we would not waste time. So let me just quickly
Okay.
mention one or two things while she comes up later.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear
So
you, ma'am.
I've been saddled with the assignment to talk on how do we encourage our teachers to make themselves available during summer. Now, most of the time, the teachers, you find that in most of our schools, the teachers will say, "Ma, I'm not doing." Okay, you know why? They are not getting salary for August, and maybe they have seen that most children are not coming for summer, and it is the summer lesson money the proprietress is going to use to pay them. So with this, but we have said it that it is wrong for us not to give salary in August because these teachers do not have any other thing doing. But let me not delve into that now. During summer, how do you encourage them? Please, number one, at the end of the summer, we have said that try as much as possible, even if it's a bag of rice, share it for the teachers, please, to encourage them. That's number one. Number two, during this time, allow the teachers to flex their muscles. Encourage them by doing training for them. Organize training and feed them during the training sessions. Give them snacks during the training sessions. Try as much as possible to organize within themselves, even the teachers now. The teacher that thought that is good in maths should come and teach other teachers. The teacher that is good in English should come and teach other teachers. They will be glad. Make them to look forward to it. Encourage them and appreciate them. 1,000, 2,000, or a little gift. Oh, you have blessed your colleagues. This is awesome. During the summer, let there be a difference between somebody who says it's not doing summer and those people that opted in for it. And so those other people that said they are not doing will be encouraged at another time.
All right.
Let it be fun. During the summer, after the children are closed, even if it's once a week, let them come with their track suits, including you, the school owner. Do sports around. Let there be gymnastics around with the teachers and the school owner. These are some of the things that will encourage the teachers. So I think Mrs. Ogunye is ready now.
Yes, ma'am. Good.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so
Thank you, ma'am,
much.
for your contribution. Ms. Oguye,
All right.
over to you now.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Babalola. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. And I will just say this in addition to what she has just said. Do you know that even during the summer, we can give the children a day leave? This is most practicable in secondary school. Even though if you plan our way very well, it can happen in primary school. Of course, so many schools have their lesson Monday to Thursday. But do you know that even between Monday to Thursday, it is possible for a teacher or two teachers to have a day leave? Of course, if I'm a mathematics teacher and I'm going to have mathematics on Monday, maybe just 1 to 3, on Tuesday, I can have my day leave, and that one will not affect my salary. I mean, during the summer. You can imagine that it will boost the teachers as well. Monday to Thursday is for lesson, but at least I have 2 days to myself during the holiday during the week. Do you get it now? So it can be rotated. This can sensitize the teachers even to be available. And like Mrs. Babalola said, even while you are training them during the something, it's adding to their own value. And they will look forward to it. Okay, this next summer, I don't know the value the school will add onto me. So nobody will want to miss it. I just say that in addition to that, we can plan it out. Physics teacher is not every day the children will be having physics. If you plan it out very well, so the teacher can have 2 days. Ordinarily the lesson is Monday to Thursday, Friday is out of it. But between Monday to Thursday, he's still happy that he has a day leave, which will encourage him to go fine. I don't know if you get that kind of a thing. It goes a long way to motivate the teachers. That's my input, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. Now, before I'll open the floor, Mrs. Beckley, you'll be telling us something, challenges you faced in the past when it comes to summer lesson and how you were able to tackle them. But hold on, hold on. Since we are talking about teachers, I want to also remind every one of us that are listening. You see, there are ways to get solutions to your problem. It's either you make research or you just pay a price for that solution. Something that may take you years to learn, you can find that in just a book and you will get the solution. And if in reading that book you will come across one or two things you don't understand, you can still go back to the author. That has shortened your period of research and all these things, and it will guide what you're doing. Why am I saying this? We are talking about teachers, and I think early this year we talked about how to retain your good teachers. Check online, you find a lot of persons, you find a lot of adverts hiring teachers. You don't have to be rehiring all the time if you want to retain your good teachers. They are just certain things, and even the small research I did, I realized that it's not even the amount of salary that keeps teachers. There are certain things that you have to put in place that will make your teachers stay. And even though you are not even earning as much, you can't pay more than what you afford. There are some people that will leave a 200,000 naira job, 150,000 naira job, and come to a school that they are paying 80,000, 40,000. Why? Because there are other things that the school will provide that those big schools will not provide. So that piece is fully available. Take advantage of this opportunity. In the course of the program, one of our speakers spoke about it's a time for re-strategizing and getting materials like this. Listening to seminars like this is part of the strategy. And the title of the book is very simple: How to Retain Your Good Teachers. So I want you to contact Mrs. Beckley, or you can also reach out to me if you need that. But please don't miss it. It's very, very important. Another piece that you could also get is, let's say you are a teacher or wherever you are, and you want to start your own school, or there are certain things about your registration or certain things you need to put in place for your school to be standard structurally. That is when you're starting your school or whatever. You can also meet us, and there's a book, audio piece actually. This one just say wherever, and you're listening to it from a teacher. The title is just From a Teacher to a School Owner. In that place, we even discussed on how a professional discussed on how you can get your teachers even when you are just starting a school. Unfortunately, God will help us to market this very well so that people that need this thing will get it, because there are solutions that you should get. And lastly, if you check I saw the WAEC result these days. I didn't want to post it on my status because I was afraid. Let me not discourage the student that are viewing it. Look at how wonderful. Look at the result. I now begin to ask myself: is it that WAEC has fallen, or the marking scheme was reduced? The standard of WAEC has fallen, or the marking scheme has reduced, or these students, all of them passed with flying colors? I'm not going to say that they did that. But before WAEC happened, we had a course we had a seminar on miracle centers and how to go about it. It's a very good listening. You could also reach out to Mrs. Beckley if you need that piece. Don't let opportunities and some of these things that look like they want to sell, they are actually solutions. If they say great ideas are hidden in books, I pray that you will just take advantage of that. Now, Mrs. Beckley, because we're already out of time, can you tell us the challenges that you faced in the time past when it comes to summer lesson and how we're able to tackle them? Thank you, ma'am. After you, then we open the floor to many persons who have something to say.
Actually, I just had my name. I couldn't get the question very well because the network is very poor. So I couldn't get the
Okay,
question.
no problem. I will read it again. Maybe I'm going to call customer care on network. It is well with us. Now, my question is just very simple. Challenges that you faced during in time past, when it has to do with summer lesson, and how you were able to tackle them. Please, that's just a question.
It's quite unfortunate I couldn't get the question.
Okay.
I couldn't.
Is my voice clear? Is my voice low?
Because it's breaking. I couldn't actually get the question correctly. It's
Okay, ma'am. Please let me ask for the rest of us, Mrs. Babalola, Mrs. Oguye.
Can you hear me very well?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
I couldn't hear
you. Can hear me clearly? Who else can hear me clearly, please?
I couldn't get the question correctly.
Okay,
can
no
you pose the
problem.
question? So far you
I
can
am
listen.
hearing you.
Okay, ma. Very good. My question is just, what are the challenges you faced when you were having your summer lesson in time past, and how you were able to tackle them?
You mean the
Is it clear?
challenges you can face? Okay, the
Yes,
challenges you
yes,
can
ma'am.
face when you are starting your summer lesson.
Yes, for instance, the one you faced and how you were able to deal with them, how you were able to solve them.
Oh my God, I couldn't get the question
Okay, no
correctly. The
problem, no problem. You know what? Let me type it. Let me type
Yes,
it.
go and type it.
Yes.
Type it on our WhatsApp page. Oh
No, no,
yeah.
it's here. I'm typing it on this group now. I'm
Okay.
typing it on the group now. You just see
Clearly,
it here, the challenges you
very
faced
clearly.
during your summer lesson. So, is there any other person that have something to say? And the audience, not our guest speaker now. Before Mrs. Beckley come on, please just raise your hand in your summer lesson and how you were able to tackle them. Good. So it's sent now. You can see it. Mrs. Beckley, I've sent it already. Yes. Is there anybody who are allowed to speak?
Yeah.
Please. Yes. Mrs. Okuye, you
Let
want to
me
tell
quickly
us?
say this.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I quickly want to say this, that while waiting for Mrs. Beckley, I want to say that there are times we have to look inward. That even though
Mm,
this summer, what are the things we can do? Thank God for all the points Mrs. Babalola she has mentioned about how to entice our parents and new parents. There are some things we just have to do that it will not even cost us much. Do you get it now? For instance, now
mm,
I just want to say this. In our old school, we look at old school days. What are the things that
yes.
happened in the olden days that it seems as modernization has eradicated? And this modernization that has
Mm,
eradicated is what it brought make us it cost us more. Meanwhile, the beauty of
mm,
making these children to see what has happened in the past even makes them to want to learn more. For instance, now last week during the summer coaching, we gathered the children and we brought this leaf to make pots to be clean. In Yoruba, they call it ewe ekpin. Do you get it now?
yes, ma'am.
Is a
Yes, ma'am.
substitute for all this iron sponge and vim to wash the pot. So we brought the leaf to the school. We showed it to the children. We brought three dirty pots. Do you get it now? Blackish one. And
Yes,
then
ma'am.
we used the leaf with soap in front of the children to wash it. And they saw how clean it has become. And they were like, wow. I said, yes, hold this leaf.
Wow.
It's around you, is around you. We now gave them a leaf each to take home. And we even
Mm,
posted the video of that thing to the platform. Now the children were the one troubling the parent at home. Let's use Ewekpin. It's not, the joy of saying that they even know what has been in existence before they were given birth to is number one. Then
yes.
the beauty of bringing the past to the present. Then what do I want to bring
Yes,
out?
ma'am.
It does not cost us anything rather than the teachers to look around and just look for the leaf. And then
Yes.
it brought about joy and good memory to the parent. And now I now even Google and I saw on the YouTube more other advantages of that away and I posted it to the platform. Come and see how happy they
Yes.
are. So in even bringing about reorganization to your school, look inward. What are the things that it will not even cost you much and that are easily available? It brings about
Yes.
creativity. That's where I'm going. And as we do
Yes.
that as school owners, we are teaching our teachers to be creative and even the children to be
Mm,
creative. That's the additional point I
yes.
want to add.
Thank you, ma'am. Mrs. Beckley, please, just 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I just saw we have less than
Okay.
6 minutes to round
And
this up.
what
Yes,
I
ma'am.
would like to say concerning this is your environment will determine the kind of problem you are going to face when you are doing your summer coaching, especially when you are just starting. I remember
Yes, ma'am.
vividly when I started the academy. I had this challenge. I think the biggest challenge I had was some of these children. I was coming from town. When I say town, from mainland, and I found myself in a kind of environment where we have more of artisans.
Yes,
When
ma'am.
you are dealing with children of artisans, both parents and children, you have to come down to their level. I realized that
Yes.
majority of the children that came to the summer lesson, even though I said it was free, I saw that majority of them are very poor. They couldn't even, some of them could not
Yeah.
even read, you know, some of them could not even identify letters. So many challenges, you know. I was overwhelmed, like I told you. It's like I was
Yeah.
even thinking, why did I come here? What kind of problem am I putting myself into? You see, some of them were even
Yes.
communicating in Yoruba. You know, I was surprised, but to the glory of God, you know, when you find yourself in such environment, you have to come down to their level. You see, when you are
Yeah.
in Rome, they say you behave as the Romans. I
Yeah.
was, you know, the kind of fire I was bringing. I thought I'll be able to see at least, you know, there is no environment you will be that will not see the elite. Sure, you understand what I'm saying? Definitely, the
Yeah.
elite will mingle with artisan children. But in our
Yeah.
vicinity, I realized that we have more of artisan children. You know, so poor in so many things. You know, but because I have this dream, I have this vision of changing, of making a change. You know, the
Yes.
kind of teachers I brought in, the kind of orientation that I was able to bring in, I was able to calm down. First, you have to calm yourself down because I felt, I was thinking, could I be able to do this? Could I do this? But to the glory of God, we came down to their level. We were able to make sure that we even, you know what I did, even when I started the holiday coaching, I bought textbooks
Mm.
for all the classes, starting
Yes.
from the crèche. Could you understand that? You know, I can tell you, like, when you are starting a school, you've got to get cash. You know, if you don't have much money, you are going to face a lot of challenges. You know, imagine me
Yeah.
seeing those children from artisans. Majority of them, the parents could not even afford textbooks. I brought textbooks from crèche to down
Okay.
to the and even as I'm
Yes.
talking to you now, I'm still every class. I know class you enter a bed like my teachers, they normally wonder, this is the kind of school we want to be, because I equip my teachers so much. You know, there
Yes.
are times we don't even know, there are some subjects that you may not even find in the textbook. You know, I give them the free Wi-Fi
Yes.
so that you can easily tap into it. You know, because of that, we're able to get so many things. You know, I can assure you that that was one of the reasons that made my school
Yes.
to become popular all of a sudden. You know, we became, the others were so envious of us. They were taking Amolo Ogbo. Do you understand this? You are not a Yoruba person. You may not understand what I'm trying to say. You say
No
when they say
problem.
somebody is Olo Ogbo, money means things, you know. But where are they coming from? They
Yes.
have come to oppress us, you know. Majority of them did not even have textbooks. They have just been going to school. They are so
Yes.
local, you know, even in appearance. You know, they even spoil some of the something, the equipment we put on ground. You know, I
Yes.
could remember the swing, one of them, the very first day that they use it, they remove the rope. You know, I was able, you
Yes.
know, you may find yourself in the same situation. Environment will
Yeah.
determine wherever you want to place your school will determine.
Yes.
But now we are like local champion. Now, when I say local champion, you know that Berkeley Academy is very different from others. You know, they were envious of us,
Yes.
but now they have calmed down. They know that a sheriff has come to town. You know this one
Yes.
is far off from us, and so you have to be able. I'm just advising people listening to me now. When you want to start a school, number one thing, you have to prepare yourself very well. You have to have some little to catch. You know, when you have money, you'll be able to subdue a lot of challenges. So that is the kind of challenges I say. But thank God today, they know all for what we are. We have created a niche for ourselves. You know, if you don't buy a book for your children, you may not be able to stand. We have to encourage them. We have to make them. You know, we are in the holiday period now. I've been calling the parents because I want them to get a book for their children. Come and be paying into the school account even gradually. By the time the school reopen,
Okay.
you make sure that your children are. You know, by doing that, I've been able to summon all the challenges. Even though I find myself in a very local area, we have made ourselves the Oyinbo, you know, the Oyinbo of that area. So that is it. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Thank you very much, ma, for your contribution. Uh, Before I round up, I just want to add this to the ideas that it just came to me while we were talking. You know, as a school, you can also, your summer lesson can be an extension of your club. For instance, if you have a drama club, you can use your summer lesson to do a, what do you call it? a script, a movie, produce a movie. Can be a short playlet, can be everything. There was a time I was talking about all this playlet online during a graduation ceremony, and there are a lot of things that come with producing this playlet. A lot of thinking. That's why sometimes I charge people for that. But for you now, as a summer lesson, or as a school owner, it can be an extension of any club. And when you are doing it during the summer lesson, you are not doing it like you did it in club. You are doing it to produce something outstandingly qualitative. If it's a book, if it's a drama club, it's very powerful. Just like Mr. Babalola said, if it's a press club or anything, you are doing it to be to the level of international standard. Anyways, that's where we'll be closing our program for today. We want to appreciate everyone for coming. I want to ask if there are questions or contributions. Mrs. Remy Ojokan, forgive me. Can you tell us something that you heard in today's meeting? Before we round off, we are already out of time. Please, Mrs. Remy, I've allowed you to speak. Somebody raised their hand. I wish you. Okay. I believe that, okay, if nobody is talking, remember you can always send us a DM. You can always post your this thing on the platform. We're going to be stopping here. I believe we have touched all the issues. I want to appreciate all of you for showing up. Thank you very much for coming. I don't know if I would like to give the vote of thanks. Mami Babalola, please give us the vote of thanks for today. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Babalola. But is there another thing I'm missing? Okay, Mrs. Ogunye, can you give us a vote of thanks?
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Obi. I strongly want to believe that people not responding or not sharing anything is as a result of being amazed at what we have learned, and that can actually reorganize our schools. And I also want to believe that they are actually thinking of how we can all go back and put into practice all these things that we have learned today. Thank God for what you said. You said it can also be an extension of our club. Thank God. I'm happy you said that, because it reminds us that during summer like this, our schools always enter studios. You will not believe that this August again, we are going to studio to produce our 4th album. You ask me,
Are
what
you
are the
saying?
I'm serious. And what are the things that we'll find in that album is a compilation of matching songs that we teachers compose every Monday morning. A teacher is allowed to come on Monday morning to teach a topic, and compulsorily you compose new songs that go with that topic you are teaching. And for 1 year, we compile it together, and our children, most especially the secondary school, they enter studio, we compile it, we produce disc, and we give to the parents. So many things can be done. Nobody I only want to say this before I appreciate our people. Honestly, we are coming together to help each other, and on this platform we have people from all over all over countries. We have from Iseyin, Lagos, Anambra. So nobody is oppressing anybody. The joy of we coming together is to help each other, and which I really wish our colleagues can tap into. Anyway, I we still want to appreciate everyone that have taken their time to listen to us, to share these ideas. Well, if you are not there, everything we have rehearsed, everything we have gone into research to discuss will have been useless. We want to appreciate you for your time. We want to appreciate you for your data. We want to appreciate you for listening to us. And I also want to say that we look forward to you coming to the platform to tell us if you have practiced one or two things of these things, because that will be our joy to see things turning around. But then we want to say thank you. And most especially, I want to say, Mr. Obi, kudos to you. Mommy Beckley, Mommy Babalola, I pray we will not expire. And anytime we hear from each other, it shall be good news and good testimonies. Thank you very much, sir and ma'am.
Hello, ma. I just want
Give
to
me,
say
I just
that
have to leave
people
you.
that there may be one or two persons that are not on the proprietors and proprietors platform here, because I actually posted it on other platforms. So
Hello,
All right.
Mr. B.
Thank you very. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. I was trying to listen to what Mrs. Babala was saying, but I think I
Okay.
lost her.
I
But it's
think
fine. Thank you very
yes,
much.
we
God bless you.
have the problem of network. Majority has been coming to my DM to complain about the network. We'll have had a lot of people joining us tonight because if you
No
check our
problem.
Facebook page now, I majority about 10 people they came. I sent the last appeal for them to join us. They had asked for the link which I sent to them. Majority of them have been coming to my DM to complain about the network. So I just pray that the God Almighty will help us with this very, very terrible network these days, especially recently. So many people will have joined us. So I don't want us to be discouraged. We continue to do it, and I'm sure that one day, very soon, everything will be perfected. So I appreciate everyone once
Amen.
again. Thank you very